Hello everyone and welcome to my first VirtualBox video. Today I'm going to start you off with your first OS, which I would recommend MS-DOS. So over time I've had issues with trying to find the right operating system for a certain website for the operating system, because sometimes whenever you download them it will not work with VirtualBox for some reason, and I cannot get it to work no matter what. It's probably because they're using different virtualization app, but I use VirtualBox, so this is not going to work for everything. Like this Internet Archive MS-DOS 2.66 right here at the Internet Archive. You can find Windows 95 and stuff on here, but somehow they're not going to work, and it's only MS-DOS that works here. So there are different websites you have to go to probably find the right operating system, to get the right file for your right whatever. But you have to have the right website for a certain operating system to get it to work correctly. And so in this case, you want to go to the MS-DOS 6.22 download. I'll leave a link in the description for every OS I do in every video, so keep on the lookout for that. This will be in the link in the description. So I'm going to go to VirtualBox, and whenever you first download it, I'm also going to leave a link in the description for this. You'll want to hit New up here. Then you want to name your PC and choose what operating system it has. Anyways, here are all the different companies and different operating system platforms. Here we're going to go for Other, because there's not an option for DOS. It defaults to DOS, which you can get NetWare, L4, QNX, JRocketIve VE, and Other Unknown, which just looks like that. But we're going to choose DOS. So I'm going to say MS-DOS, which, if you're wondering, MS stands for Microsoft and DOS stands for Disk Operating System. So it's Microsoft Disk Operating System is what it is. You can hit Next. You probably, if you're using just DOS, you probably want to just click through all these because they're pretty neutral. And let's go back for a second. This dynamically located, I think that says. You want to have it defaulted to that, because that's the best way it can be. It's fixed size. I have a lot of space on my computer's hard drive, but if you don't want to upload any more space and you want to make sure it says it keeps only one size, you can fix it to fixed sized, but I'm just going to go to dynamically amount. Create. Now, one thing I found interesting right whenever I first got VirtualBox is whenever you start up your machine, you're going to think, wow, it defaulted to MS-DOS, and now I'm going to be able to run all my operating systems. It's that easy. No, it's not that easy. This might confuse you. Then you can say, ooh, look, it's booting up, but it doesn't do anything. You do all these things to make sure it will start up. It will not start up. It will never start up unless you shut down. You don't want to. Have I saved it? You want to shut down your machine. Make sure it's shut down. X up in the corner. Power off machine, even though it defaults to save machine state. And this send shutdown signal, that will only work for newer operating systems like Windows 7, Windows 8.1, Windows 8, and Windows 10. So you just want to hit power off machine. And I've already downloaded the ISO file, the zip. And by the way, I'm never going to use torrents or any other file that I need WinZip to fix, because I don't really care for WinZip, sorry. But I just have to use zip files. I don't use torrents and stuff like that. So I'm going to go to Settings, Storage, and in this case, I got floppy disk. So I'm going to hit the little floppy disk over here. You're going to go to Storage Devices, click the floppy disk that says empty, go over here to the other side, above OK and cancel, and pick a floppy disk image. Choose and go to your downloads folder, which I'm assuming is where you download your file. We don't want to use a CD-ROM. I guess we can try. I haven't tried. Let's see. CD. Choose a file. It's not going to see it. So, yeah, the CD-ROM's not going to work. It probably never will work. You'll probably never find a MS-DOS CD-ROM file. Just in case, let's see. Let's see. Now it says invalid setting detected. What you want to do is go to System, Acceleration, and disable this enable YT and something AMD something. But you want to disable that. Then hit OK. Now I'm going to start up the machine. I don't know how this CD-ROM thing is going to work, but if it doesn't, I'll show you how to do it with the floppy disk. Okay. So if you download something wrong, then it's probably might show you this. Yeah. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Okay. It might show you something like that. I don't know. It's going to give you something. It's going to say either fatal, it won't boot, or it says that it's wrong and it's not the right pixel. It's not the right CPU formattage. And I found something weird about VirtualBox is that you have to use 32-bit operating systems. Even though the CPU in my PC here is a 64-bit, it wants 32, which I found very weird. But I don't know. You're gonna want to go back to floppy disk, choose a virtual floppy disk, and then go to disk 1. Now you're probably wondering, how am I gonna get disk 2? I'm gonna show you. So hit OK. Make sure that acceleration thing's cut off, or else it's not gonna save your progress. So it's not gonna say, oh look, there's your disk. It's not gonna see it. Start up your machine. I hate those little boxes. Starting MS-DOS. Alright, so you're in setup. Press enter. Configure. By the way, this is not doing this to your real hard drive. It's just doing it to the little virtual hard drive that is stored in a little file on your PC. Okay. So whenever it tells you it's formatting there, it's not formatting your hard drive. It's just formatting the virtual hard drive. Yes. Check your settings are correct. It is April 14th, 2020, and it's 11:15 a.m. And the country is United States. Keyboard layout is United States. Make sure that keyboard layout is United States, or else it's not going to work great. You can name it whatever you want, but in this case I'm gonna keep it DOS. Now, this is the thing you want to hit. It says disks 2. Well, now you're thinking, okay, how do I do that? You can go down here, or you can hit minus here, go back to settings, and do that whole thing again with disk 2 in mind. But it'd be easier if you just right-clicked on the little floppy disk down here on the bottom bar, and then hit choose disk image, then disk 2. And now it's picked, hit enter again, and it should be finishing. And then it wants disk 3. There are only 3 disks to DOS, so you're just going to hit choose disk image, disk 3. Enter. There we go. So, to remove the floppy disk, just right click on that again, and go down to the bottom, and it says remove disk from virtual drive. Remove it. That floppy disk image there at the bottom should be gray now. If it's not, then you need to hit that remove button again. Yes. There you have it. It's done. Now you can go to my there at my website. I'm gonna post some MS-DOS codes that you can try out. to get sort of the hang of DOS, and you'll learn some MS-DOS codes. So, but you could already know some, I don't know. Here's one, dir, to see all your files. And you say, oh, I want to see what's inside DOS. You hit dir DOS, and it should give you all your files. Now, I believe there was a certain code to make it where you can see all these, and it won't scroll down or you can't see the top. But, anyways. And, man, I believe in my book here, my little password book, I had a bunch of MS-DOS codes. Yeah, and, here's a couple codes. Do, CSL to clear off your screen. Oh, no, CLS. CLS. There we go. And it cleans off your screen. There are a bunch of different codes I have in my book. To do the date, just hit date. That's probably one of the easiest codes. You hit enter several times. And time, which is also time. Yeah. And unlike Windows, you just hit X, power it off. There's no power procedure. So you successfully, if you're here at the end of the video, and you have this, and you booted into DOS and did some of the codes, then you successfully installed your first operating system on MS-DOS, on VirtualBox. Pretty interesting, right? So I'm going to have more videos in the future, but this is just the first one. So see you guys later. Bye.